What's going on? Alexander Thomas here. Welcome back to Game Time 123. Today we've got one of these entity bundles. It is Bloomburrow's bundle version. I got this at Walmart earlier today, and I'm going to do it somewhat like I'm going to do for the stream that I plan to do this week. I'm going to separate them. I'm going to open a pack. I'm going to take all the foil and the weird and like any tokens or anything that is not going to be in minions, and then I'm going to put this together. And hopefully I can cut this down somewhat so it doesn't hurt. And it does have, this does include 9 14 card boosters, the box, which is pretty nice actually. It also includes 15 foil and 15 regular, so I guess it contains 2 of each, and then an oversized spin down. So let's see if I can get this thing. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. They just definitely. There's the spin down. No. Whoa. And here's the 15. There's the lands and those sort of things for that. And then we're going to go ahead and take this one and open up each of these packs. I do like this. There are a lot of cards I still want to get out of here, so I'm not too worried about this, but I am going to take them out and do it a little differently. Let me go to my full screen here. Yeah. So I'll open each of these packs and I'll separate them. This has got the additional card in it too. What will happen is any foils or anything like that I'm going to take out, and I'll count those I'll do those at the end. So this is pack number 1. I should go ahead to get my calculator up. So I can count do that as well. All right. And let's see. Take out. We got ourselves. Now I'll do it by card number so you guys can see which it is. Card 59, Mind Spiral, 24 cents. And I expect that the average card is going to be around 20 cents at the lowest. Let me try to have this number look. We got card number 39. Waxed Wind Muscle. The Black Cleric. Egret Assault. I had the wrong one. It's card 122. And let's see if I can get this. Assault. Card number 105. Mess something up. There we go. Oh, let's let you control that. That's nice. For this, we got Offspring Rusty Rush Shield Rampage. It's a raccoon, and this set is very interesting to see how that ends. At 24 cents. And I'm going to say we need probably an average. Card 46 is Downward Draft. And we got ourselves Bark Form Harvester, 243, 25 cents. Which is the Changeling, which means it's all creature types. Interesting. And we got into the first uncommon for this one is 52. Into the Flood, which is 47. We got Bark's Nugress, which is 25 cents. Whenever you expend 4, then something gets indestructible, which is interesting for that. And honestly, I think expend is kind of overworded. It's not needed to be this weird. It could have just said, whenever you spend 4 mana to cast a spell, or maybe you spend your 4th mana on a turn. But no, they want to make it an ability, so we got 113. At the beginning of your combat step, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. Paul 4 Formation, 126, it is 25 cents. And it's a destroy target village flying, enchantment, or draw a card and create a 3 token. Interesting. Our rare for this pack will be 191. And we get to add $1.68. Gift a card whenever it enters spell. You can promise whenever you cast a spell, you promise as a gift. If you do, then if a gift was promised, then you can destroy an artifact or an enchantment an opponent controls. And we'll take those both out. We got a token, cool. And put that to the side for now, since we can't actually do much. Pack number 2, we have $4.60 for that when that pack was in for it. Cool, we get rid of the token. This thing's actually useless, it's not worth anything. Let's see, I'll go ahead and put it into the pack. We get ourselves card number 182, long brawl. Finch Formation, card number 50. It's a Bird Scout. Crumbing it. Card number 8. 25 cents. And I expect a lot of these cards are going to go down. Unfortunately. And that's just, I think it's likely going to happen. Conduct Electricity. I've seen on this card quite a bit. And it's a interesting card. Although it's kind of seems a little weird. Put that to the side for now. Okay. Card number 89 is Dagger Fang Duo, 25 cents. Whenever it enters battlefield, you may mill 2 cards. Oh, I like this card. This one's it's a Rabbit Citizen 2-6, home of the head of the homestead. Honestly, I think this art is probably one of the best sets they've gone to. We got ourselves a Uncharted Territory. This one doesn't count because it's one of those basic lands. And we get to add 24 cents. It's actually an interesting land. It enters tapped, but you could choose a color. Oh, this is pretty good. We got a Bird Knight. Seems a little weird. Something Force. It has Flying Double Strike and Vigilance, which is a pretty big combination of those things. That's our first uncommon for that one. We got Playful Shove. Honestly, I think it's a pretty cool card. We got deal 1 damage to any target. So basically, it's a grape shot. Except it's basically you get to draw a card. And it's not a recurrent effect. 164 Bark Knuckle Boxer. We got this. We already had this one. Oh, this is a weird one. I don't understand why this link even exists. 246. It is a 1-cost card. Says you can pay 4 to draw a card, and for each mana, this ability activation. Wait, what? This one actually made no sense to me. It's 25 cents. Okay, so it says draw a card for each mana in this ability's activation cost. You may tap untap to reach. Oh yeah, okay. That makes some sense. If you pay more mana, different colors of mana, then you get to do stuff for it. You can activate it as a sorcery though, which is kind of sad. But you know what? That's not a reason. 111 is Scavenger's Talents. I wanted to read these because they're actually kind of it. Whenever one more creature dies, whenever one more creature you control dies, create a food token. It can only trigger once each turn. And then whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. That's whenever you go to level 2. And when you go to level 3, at the beginning of each end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a fatality counter. That's where fatality comes from. And a fatality counter, for people that don't understand what it is a counter that says whenever this creature dies a second time, it's exiles. I think we can do basic. We can probably do basic lands. 266. Is this an island? We can't do foil, unfortunately, because that doesn't work. Get at least $40 out of this. 10, and I get scale, but we get plus 24. It costs 1 less if you control a wizard, and one creature gets plus 2/+0 and indestructible. Interesting. Card number 189. Polywar. It costs 1 less if you control a frog. Runaway Together. This is, I think, is the most interesting card art as an otter and a what's it called? Frog. Creates you run away with 2 creatures. Next card we got is card number 35. Thistledown Players. Plus 22. Whenever it attacks, you can tap another target permanent, which is interesting. We got 50. Plus 25. No, that's 20. Whenever you expend 4, you get to give target creature plus 4, plus 1/1 and trample. Card 210 is, I actually think this is an interesting mechanic. Forge, which is basically sacrifice a food token or get 3 cards from your graveyard. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Then if you forge, put 1 counter. It's a squirrel warlock. I actually think squirrels are interesting. We got 225 Mind Drill Assistance. As long as you have 7 more cards in your graveyard, it gets plus 3/+0. Jeez. And you can surveil 1, which means you get to put the top card. You either look at the top card of the library and put it either on top of your library or put it in your graveyard. Interesting. It's an interesting card. Card number 21. Maribel's Minute. You get to add 25 cents. First uncommon for this one. It is target creature just +2/+2, and up to one other target creature gets +1/+1 until end turn. So you get two creatures, one of them +2/+2, and one creature +1/+1. That's actually honestly a very interesting card. I think that's probably one of the better versions of this card, because there's other cards out there that just give your creatures +2/+2 and it costs the same amount. So that was well played. I got Seed. What? Seed gave Mentor. Whenever it becomes a target of a spell, you get to put for the first time, you can put one counter on it. Only the first time. Still pretty cool, honestly. And we get Harmonizor of the Storm. Whenever you play a non-creature spell or otter spell, so non-creature or otter, so anything that's not instant sorcery or anything like that, or otter, you can exile the top card of your library and you can put until end of turn and play that card. It only triggers once each turn. Well, I should hope, because you're losing graveyard, you're losing your deck if you do that. We get ourselves 194. Stocking the Pantry. I love that art. Oh my goodness, so cute. If there are one more counter, just put. It says whenever you put one or more 1/1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter on this, and you can remove a supply counter to draw a card. Interesting. Oh, we got another one of these. 191 Sharpshooter again. That's not bad. We get ourselves a basic land. 277 Mountain plus 66 cents. Oof. And then we get a foil. We'll put that over here. Foil. And we get a treasure food token, which we don't care about because foods are actually not worth anything. So we have 5 more packs to go. Let's see how we're doing. Actually doing pretty well. I do plan to do this again on this weekend, so using just to show you guys, I do have the play booster, 36 packs though, so that's 4 times the amount we have here, so we'll see how long this one is, and I'll probably still try to cut this down somewhat. Sticky Tongue Sentinel, plus 34, 25 cents. You can return something to your hand. I'll put that over here. Interesting. That's a pretty interesting card. Not great. Water Spout Warden, plus 24. When it attacks, or if another creature enters the battlefield, it gains flying until end of turn. Okay, cool. So if it attacks, it gains flying. What? Brave Cornered Devo. You can pay 1 to hit another creature +1/+1, and it activates only as a sorcery. So you can't only activate that on your turn, sadly, unless you have something that says you have flash. You got Kingspell, right? Which I think honestly is a pretty interesting spell. I could see someone trying to make a deck out using these, just using these alone. It's a Lizard Otter. I don't know how those work together, but it does. Tap it, deal 1 damage to any opponent, and then when you cast a non-creature spell, untap it. You got card number 96. Guide Dive Duo. It is when it enters battlefield, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. And I think bats. I don't understand. How does a bat lizard work? I just don't get it. Some of these cards don't make any sense putting together. We got Saver. plus presence. It is target gets -2/-2. Create a food token. Yeah, it's an artifact. We already know what the artifact does. It's on the card if you want to read it. Okay, we get ourselves number 23, Nettle Guardian. It is whenever it becomes target spell for the first time each turn, it gets +0/+2, makes it a 3/3, and then you can sacrifice it to destroy an artifact or creature. It's a mouse shoulder. We get ourselves. This is another one of those expend cards. Interesting. First uncommon. Whenever you expend, put a slash counter. Whenever you expend 4, put a slash counter on it. And then you can sacrifice to discard a card. Draw cards equals number of slash counters on it. So basically it's an extra draw over time. That's interesting. I don't know if I would want to try to use that one, but it works there. We get Pomegranate. If another creature with flying enters the battlefield, you put one counter on target creature without flying. So if a creature with flying enters, then you get a counter on something that does not have flying. It's interesting. It's interesting. I gotta go back real quickly. Here, 191. Yeah, okay. Card number 58. We got Long River Pool. You have gift a card, and gift in this format is basically you can give your opponent a gift, depending on what the card is. So if it says gift a card, the opponent draws a card. If it says gift a food, the opponent gets a food token. If it says gift a tapped fish, the opponent gets a tapped fish. And there might be a few others. I think there might be one other one, but it's interesting. You can counter target spell if a gift was promised instead counter target creature spell. If a gift was promised, then you counter target spell instead. Gotcha. Interesting. That is interesting. Interesting counter spell. Card number 4. This is actually a pretty interesting card, I think, for Blade Scout. There's the only weasel in this set, but a soldier has first strike and lifelink. Those things don't generally don't do much together, but and then we got ourselves number 138 for the rare. Plus 0.6, that's not a lot, but whenever a player casts a second spell each turn, then do damage to target opponent. And we get ourselves a land, which is 240 plus 35. And then there's our foil, which actually is interesting. And we got a rabbit token. Rabbits. It's rabbit season. Alright, next one. Next pack. There's a full in every pack, so we're going to have to go for those in the end. Did they not put one on this thing for some reason? They made it confusing. There are a lot, like every mythic I want in this set. Specifically, there's some stars I specifically want, but we got a first round player. Well, I mean, a lot of these cards I want. There's a few things I didn't really care about so much, and I haven't actually hit most of those that I've seen. Expend 4 again. Into Early Winter. Absolutely like this card. That's a really powerful card. Early Winter, you exile target creature. It does cost a lot for me, but or target opponent exiles an enchantment to control. And there's a lot of enchantments in this set too. We've only seen 2. We got Dunny Criers. Whenever it enters the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. Nettle Guardian, 23. We've already seen that one. Our Lizard Assassin. I don't understand how that works, but you know, actually, it kind of makes more sense now. Now I'm thinking about it. Whenever it enters the battlefield, when one counter, if the opponent lost 1 life this turn, we got a Rabbit Soldier, which is 206. Boulder Guard, no, Burrow Guard Mentor plus 25. It is whenever it enters, its power toughness is equal to the number of creatures you command. So it's a 1/1 automatically, and then it gets more powerful depending on how much you got. Ooh, we got another. That's our first uncommon for this pack. Yes, we got ourselves. This honestly is kind of weird. I think this is one of the only ones. We got Galewind Moose. I don't know what that one works with, but it is. It has Vision's Reach Trample for 6 and it's Flash. Woo. That's a pretty good one, I have to say. It's only 25 cents, but still. 57. We get ourselves. Other frogs have Ward 1. It has Ward 1 itself. It could have reworded that down though and said, frogs have Ward 1. Enters battlefield, target opponent can be blocked this turn. Target creature can be blocked this turn. And when a creature deals combat damage this turn, exile it. If you do, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay, that's not unreasonable, I guess. Card 240-31. Another one of these guys. We've already seen them, and they become a target spell. You can put a 1/1 counter on it. We got another Scavenging Talent. Which is 89 cents. We got our basic Mountain, which I think is 66 cents if I remember correctly. Oh, that one's only 42 cents. And then we get put that guy to the side, and they got this useful token, which is actually useless. We get moved on to our next pack. How are we doing? So right now we are getting into our 6th pack. So yeah, I think it's actually not unreasonable. Move this. We don't need the token, but we get to move on to our here, and it's going to be 25 plus 21 cents. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put 1 counter on target creature without flying. So no flying for you, as long as it doesn't have flying. Card 146 is plus 25 cents. We can give something else haste, basically. Raccoon Bard, 82 cents. Whenever it enters the attacks, the defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Pretty cool, pretty good card. It's a Lizard Assassin. A Sunflower Droid, I've seen quite a few of these, and they're actually pretty decent cards, honestly. For 1 cost, and you could just put a counter on itself or another creature. So I'm pretty happy with that one. 45 cents. 45, not 45 cents. Plus 224. Counter to spell. Unless its opponent plays 2. If you control a bird, then the opponent has to play 4 instead. We get ourselves Hidden Grower, which is 245, which is basically nothing. It's just Surveil 1. It does not enter tapped, believe it or not. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Card 232 says it's this guy again. Whoever attacks target creature without flying gets +1/+1. It doesn't. It's not another one of those I've already gotten. Card number 118. 25 cents. Whenever it enters the battlefield, target if opponent lost his life this turn, you reveal their hand and they choose a non-land card from them, and the opponent discards that card. Otherwise, they discard a card. So they get to choose the card to discard if they do it that way. 233. Starstew Mentor, 25 cents. It has flying and vigilance at the end step. If you gain your life or lost life this turn, target opponent loses 3 life and they sacrifice a non-permanent or discarded card. Good grief. That's a lot. That card's ridiculous. That card's a little bit ridiculous. Stargaze, plus 34 cents. It's uncommon. Look at twice X, so if you pay 1, you book 2 cards. If you pay 2, you book 3 cards. If you pay 0, you book, I guess, no cards. Look at top X cards of your library, and put X cards among them into your hand. The rest among, you put the rest into your library, and then you lose X life. Okay, I don't know that I like that card so much, but it's not a terrible card. Card 177. Hivespan Wolverine. When it enters the battlefield, you choose one. You need to put 2 counters on a creature you control. I'll put 1 counter. Put away 1 counter on something you control. Destroy an artifact or enchantment, or you can fight something. And we got ourselves VA number 6, which is plus $1.46. It says, whenever a token enters the battlefield to draw a card, you can only trigger it once per turn. When it's stemmed for level 2, you create a token. It's a copy of a target token creature you control, and creatures get plus 2/+2. We get ourselves number 273, which is the mountain, which is plus 39 cents. I don't know. And then we got to put our foil over here, and that's actually, I like tokens somewhat, but all right, move that over there. And next pack. All right, we got ourselves Solar Strike, card 32, which is going to add 25 cents. It deals 40 damage to target attacking, blocking, or tap creature. You gain 3 life you control back, which honestly I think is actually pretty cool. I don't know that it's I think there's probably not a better version of that one actually. Now I think about it. War Squeak. Add 24 cents. It is a target creature opponent controlling can't attack, can't block this turn, and it gets +1/+1 haste. Cool. I think honestly there's actually a worse version of that card too. This is definitely a better version. Card number 91, Dire Swipe. This is another one of those. Surveil 2, draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Yay. Not really. It's another one of those cards that allow you just to do certain things. 198, 3 Tree Root Weaver, which is one of those cards we do want to see because it is the most expensive card in the set, and we're only about halfway right now. It is 25 cents. We get card number 62, Night. I don't know how to pronounce that. Night World Hermit. It has Vigilance. It's a rat rogue, and when you have 7 more cards from your library, it gets +1/+1, +1/+0, and it can't be blocked. Interesting. We get ourselves 229, which is Pawn Profit. Whenever it enters battlefield, to draw a card. Cool. Hey, we got Tempest Angler, which is 235. I love this. I love otters. Otters is my favorite animal. Because it's a non-creature spell, you get to put a counter on it. And honestly, I think might be a little broken for a common. Just build your deck around the 1-cost commons, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. We get ourselves card number. We saw this one before. We get Stocking the Pantry. 30 cents. Oh, we got another otter. We got 234. I missing something? Does 234 not exist? I can't do that. We'll put this to the side and come back to it. It's I don't know what's wrong with that, why that one's not showing up, but it's hair something host 25 cents. Now when another rabbit enters the battlefield, he gets +1/+1 until a card creature gets +1/+1, and you draw a card for the second time its ability has trigger. We ourselves our first land, something village. I need to go back to make sure I have that right. I do. Card 256 plus 30 cents. It's a land that adds for white or colorless mana, and then you can sacrifice it to look at the top of the card library and reveal a bat, bird, mouse, or rabbit card. Oh, this is a pretty good one, I think. 53, 60 cents, 66 gets this card. You can promise an opponent a gift. Wait, what? Promise an opponent a card. Enchant creature. Enchant creature. When it enters the battlefield, tap enchant creature. For gift wasn't promised. Put 3 stone counters on it. You control enchanted creature. Did they do something wrong about this? Okay. I don't get it. Oh, if it wasn't promised, you put 3 stun counters on it. Okay, so you gain control of a creature. That is interesting. And our land, which will be 266, is +33. And then we have this guy, and we have a wall. A wall, yay. Tokens not worth anything, so they're worth like maybe a few cents. They're not worth hardly anything otherwise. I don't know why it is that Stormcatch Mentor didn't work, but hope we don't get it. If we get another one of those, am I just putting it wrong or something? Let's see, 0, 2, 3. See, we want this one. We want one of these cards here. We are currently approximately $15 away, so these packs to be pretty good. We need something. One of these packs to have something has one of the mythics in here. I think I would love to get Raw. That would be nice. But if I don't get Raw, that's fine. I've got 36 more packs to do. Not today, obviously. And let's see what we got here. 40. Yeah, no, okay. Ooh, card number 1, Banishing Light. I'll put these over here. We got card 136. 24 cents. Whenever it enters the battlefield, it will encounter if the opponent lost life this turn. Starlit 115. If opponent lost life or gained, if you gained or lost life, you surveil 1. 176. High strike, another 24 cents. We get ourselves a 77. And I'm looking at lanes this time. I don't think I'm going to look at them in the next bank. At least not until the end. Interpreter Rat. Card number 17. 3 Tree Mascot. 2 is Changling. Oh, minus 1 cent. Well, let's take 1 cent off this one. Another one of these Bloom, 226. And we'll add 24 cents to that one. Get ourselves card number 58 at 33 cents. You've seen this one before. Bone Catch Overseer, 85. Three Tree Scribe has cents. We got ourselves a mythic. Oh, that's really helpful. I think this is actually probably the best one, to be honest. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's 152. Add $3.03 to it. You can pay. So basically, these work as if you pay up to 5 versions of the, what's it called? The paw print, I guess we're gonna call it. You can create 5 treasure tokens that are tapped, up to 5. You can do exile 2 cards from the top of your library until the end of the turn. Next turn you can play them, or you can until your next turn, whether you cast a spell, deal 2 damage to 1 target creature, and you can do up to 5 versions of that. That's nice. Do I have any? We'll worry about that later. We'll put that over here, and we get ourselves an island, which is card number 267 at 39 cents. That goes over here. We get ourselves a rabbit. A rabbit! It's rabbit season. Sorry, I have to. I just messed up this. Alright, we get ourselves Carrot Cake, card number 7. Card number 123, plus 22. Card number 84 is 25 cents. Tree Guard Duo is actually a pretty good card, I think, for a common. That's ridiculous. This is one of those cards I might want to collect. Pearl of Wisdom, 64. Allows you to draw 2 cards, and if you control an otter, you get to draw. They cost 1 less. Card number 161, plus 22 cents. We get ourselves number 56, which is a Light Shell Duo. Has prowess. Prowess means it gets +1/+1 if you cast a non-creature spell. Card number 98. Add 35 cents to that one. It gets 1 less. It costs 1 less for each creature card you own in exile and in your graveyard. Rabid Gnaw, which is 1 plus 26 cents. Makes a creature fight. A Squirrel Warrior, which is going to be, it's Honored Dray Leader. When it enters battlefield, 1 counter for each scroll and or food you control. Oof, that could be ridiculous. It's 25 cents, so should be a little more than that, I think. Honestly, it's probably going to go up. 126, which is a Mouse Soldier, Brammerguard Captain, and it gets +X +0 when At the beginning of your comment, target creature plus X plus 0, where X is its power. So it gets plus 2 plus 2. So it could be, if you have it alone, then it could be a 4/3. Plus 25 cents. Then we get ourselves Hired Claw. 140. 83 cents. We got ourselves a Plains. 242. And add 30 cents. And then we get ourselves a Kentuckian and a signed card, which is not worth it. Anything. Alright, so now we go for the cards that we didn't get sent, and unfortunately these are all foil, so I actually have to look them up differently. And let's see if there's actually a way to... there's no way. It doesn't look like there's a way to do it. Alright. Conduct. Electricity. It's a foil. Overprotect. It's not foil edged. And also that's not the card. Over protect. 45 cents. We'll have to look this up. I don't know if the Storm Catch Mentor. It is up as a not foil. 34 cents plus 34. Crumb and get foil. Finch Formation. It's a foil. Plus 25 cents. 3-tree mascot. Mascot foil. It is plus 28 cents. Curious Forger. It's a foil. It doesn't look like it likes that for some reason. Foil, there we go. It's plus 43 cents. And Shore Up. Shore Up foil. Plus 2.5. We got Droid. Throw the spade. Is since a foil island. Unfortunately, that was more difficult to look up. I'll get that in a second. We got token in here. Gossip Talents foil. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to look at some different. This one's gonna be difficult to look up. 2 packs. There's actually another card too in here, so from this pack. The problem is that these things are all alternate, so they're gonna be a little bit weird. I will look up and see. Thunder. Trap. Oh, cool. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Thudertrap foil. It's plus $1.99. Then we got ourselves lands. And let's see. We got ourselves in context a lot of foil lands. So back to Bloomburrow. If they're foil, this is gonna be tough. I'm gonna go ahead and calculate this, and I'll be right back. All right, now that I've gone ahead and done that, I will tell you right now that the foils are actually really cool looking. Unfortunately, I did when I looked at the units. I went ahead and bought when I bought the pack. I was thinking, I really need about $40. It was actually about 58 and a half, so 58.47 was the full price. And the die you get you get 3 cents for. I honestly think this is definitely worth it, but I don't know that I would need to have done this because if I have this, I did this because I did this one. I had the other one first. We still have a lot of cards to actually look for here, and this is going to be taking me an hour. It took me an hour to do approximately. I'm going to do something. There, of course, are still plenty of card mythics that I would have loved to get. I only got one of them. I got this one here. I would have loved to get a lot of these. Now, I have quite a few of these already. I've got quite a lot of these already, somewhat. Showcase ones are only, and there are, I think, I don't know how many there are, but there's quite a few. So I think it's definitely worth buying, but I would probably, and it is $55. You're probably gonna get somewhat of a profit, if not, it was close to it. I will see you guys in the next video, and this video is gonna go up before I do my stream on Saturday, which will be the 3rd. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next video. And don't forget to keep your game on.